Average speed check 40 km per hour.
Tonight, I'm spending the night right beside one of the busiest roads in the area, tucked between luxury cars dealerships, with vehicles speeding past just a few meters away, constant traffic noise, and almost no peace and quiet. This could be one of my most challenging still camping adventures yet. Beside the road, there's a small path leading into the bushes near the luxury car showroom. This area appears to be used for dumping cut grass and garden waste. The pile of grass looks dry and decayed, and I was surprised to see what looked like smoke coming from it when I touched it. I'm not sure why it was happening. And this is the reason why I was hesitant to cook my food here. One small mistake could easily start a fire. I also woke up at 1 a.m. because I heard someone moving and rustling right beside me while I was sleeping. I started my adventure before dark, passing by rows of luxury car showrooms as I made my way to tonight's camping spot. I'm about an hour from home and I'm looking for a place to spend the night. I've passed by this spot before and I caught my attention. Hopefully, it's a good place to set up for the night and get some rest. Let's see what this place has to offer. So there's a way here. Beside the road, there are woods and bushes with a narrow passage leading inside. I had noticed this place before when passing by, but I never knew what was hidden beyond the entrance. Tonight, I decided to find out what was inside. When I entered the bushes, the place was nothing like I had expected. Instead of finding a clean and hidden camping spot, I discovered piles of cut grass that had been dumped there and left to decay over time. I think this is the best spot for sleep tonight. Maybe I will clean this one. Then, I started clearing the area, but I was shocked when I noticed what looked like smoke coming out of the dry grass whenever I touched it. I couldn't understand what was causing it, and it made me worried that the area could be a fire hazard. After clearing the area, I started setting up my tent. Putting up the tarp was a challenge because the bushes between my camp spot and the road were quite thin, making the area very visible to passing traffic. I had to be careful and work quickly to avoid drawing attention to myself. I changed the position of my tarp 3 times before I was finally satisfied with it. Because of that, setting up camp took much longer than I expected. After several adjustments, I finally found the right position that offered the best cover from the road while still giving me enough space to sleep comfortably. It's better that I'm open here than on the roadside. Because there's a lot of patrol private car pass by here. So that's better, this open area. Let's move better here. After setting up my tent, I took some time to explore the area around my campsite. I wanted to find out what was hidden nearby and get a better look at my surroundings before nightfall. As night slowly arrived, I wanted to make sure my campsite wasn't visible from outside. I switched on my light and looked around, expecting it to be noticeable through the bushes. But to my surprise, the campsite remained almost completely hidden. The only sign of light was a small glow escaping from underneath the tarp. Before cooking my food, I hesitated to turn on my gas stove because of all the dry grass around me. One small mistake could potentially start a fire. My mind started imagining the worst case scenario. If this area caught fire, the flames could possibly spread toward the nearby Aston Martin showroom. In the end, I had no choice but to cook my food because I was getting hungry. I carefully used my stove and stayed alert, knowing that the dry grass around me could become a serious fire risk.
Wait for 3 minutes.
I waited for about 3 minutes until my food was ready. I decided not to cook the remaining food I had brought with me because I was still worried about the risk of fire. The dry grass around my campsite made me feel uneasy, so I chose to be extra careful. I really enjoyed the food I brought with me this time. I also brought a boiled egg and added it to my meal, which made it even better. After all the effort of finding a spot and setting up camp, it was a satisfying moment to finally sit down and enjoy my dinner. After I finished eating my food, it was time to prepare my sleeping bag and get ready for the night. With everything set up, I settled into my campsite. I prepared myself for another challenging still camping adventure. It has been 3 months since I started doing stealth camping, and I can honestly say that I'm started to love it. Looking back, I wonder if I started creating this kind of content from the beginning, maybe I would already be much more experienced and professional at it by now. Every adventures have taught me something new, and I'm still learning every time I go out. Time check, it's 11:30 now in the evening, and it's time to sleep. So it's time to say good night now and see you tomorrow. Good night. I woke up at around 1 a.m. because I heard someone moving and rustling near my campsite. The noise immediately caught my attention, so I carefully checked my surroundings to see where it was coming from. I even looked toward the nearby Aston Martin showroom, trying to spot any sign of movement in the darkness. I moved quietly and kept a low profile because I didn't want anyone to notice that I was there. In particular, I wanted to avoid drawing attention if a police patrol or security vehicle happened to pass by the area. After a few minutes of checking the area, I couldn't find anything unusual. Feeling a little more relaxed, I quietly returned to my campsite, slipped back into my sleeping bag, and tried to get some more sleep before morning.
It's good. It's morning.
It's 5 o'clock now in the morning. And it's time to pack up now.
If you've reached the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this adventure. Your support helps me create more still camping and outdoor videos like this. See you in the next one.